All right, Middle-Aged White Guy Reacts back again today with another video for you. Today's video, we're sticking with a common theme here. Last night, I reacted to a Knox Shook Ones, uploaded it this morning. In that reaction, though, I was saying that the only person who is allowed to take these iconic rap songs and remix them is Dax, because he could do them justice. He's kind of earned the right. He has proven over several songs that he could do it. And I was saying, like, tongue-in-cheek, joking like that, you know, maybe Knox hasn't earned the right to remix a great, iconic rap song like Shook Ones. So that got me thinking, though, after the reaction was done, that, you know, I wonder if Dax, by chance, has done a Mobb Deep Shook Ones. And lo and behold, he has. So we just reacted to Knox Shook Ones. Now we're going to do Dax's Shook Ones. And who knows, maybe we might react to the original Shook Ones. And so we just have a Shook Ones kind of day. Probably not, but we're at least doing Dax and Knox. So without further ado, let's get right into this. This is Dax Shook Ones, the greatest rap beat of all time, one of the most iconic songs of all time. And again, here comes Dax to say, you know what, I could take that beat and do just as good, if not better, than the original. Well, let's find out, man. Let's see what you got today. No one is coming to save you. This life is 100% your responsibility. 100% absolute facts right there. If you are waiting for somebody to come around and save your day, or to help you up out of a situation, or to fix something for you, what are you waiting for? All right, there's no guarantee anyone's coming. So, you know, you can wish for help, or you could do something about it. You could shit in one hand and hope in another. All right, which one is filling up first? So take life into your own hands, people. Let's go. Great message, Dax. I love it.
Yeah, real hip-hop. Real hip-hop shit. It's Dax, yeah.
Hold on, this audio is a little on the quiet side. I have it all the way up. I don't know if it's just how he recorded it, or if, yeah, all my settings are right. I don't know if maybe he just, if it's just how he recorded it, and it's just, it's quieter, on the quieter side, because this is going to probably pose an issue with my audio and the video's audio now, but we're just going to have to roll with it. Maybe I turned my gain down a little bit. Hold on. I don't want to mess with it too much, but we'll see how this works. Hopefully this these audios blend well.
Yeah, real hip-hop. Real hip-hop shit. It's Dax, yeah. I have to be rhyme for a little bit. I know I ain't used to that with me. It goes like this, man. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Never been one for the fame. It doesn't satisfy. My wicked thoughts, pen verses that are classified. 90% of what you hear from me is watered down. Thoughts of my own because the real need alibis.
Okay. All right. So he starts out, hey, something about, you know, the fame doesn't satisfy him. He's not in it for the fame. That's not what he's about. He gets no personal gratification or satisfaction from knowing that he has a bit of fame behind his name. All right. Then he was saying how a lot of his stuff that he writes down has to remain classified. It's too fucked up, too controversial, whatever the reason may be. Let me hear how he says this. Hold on, one more time. My wicked thoughts paint verses that are classified. All right. So, you know, maybe that's like mental struggles, like when he's like down or, you know, just in like off moods or whatever. You know, he can write some foul shit that he just has to keep to himself. All right. So he has issues. He has issues like anybody else.
Never been one for the fame. It doesn't satisfy. My wicked thoughts, pen verses that are classified. 90% of what you hear from me is watered down.
90%. Okay, yeah. 90% of what you hear from me is watered down. Hold on.
90% of what you hear from me is watered down. Thoughts of my own because the real need alibis.
90% of what you hear from me is watered down thoughts of my own. because the reals need alibis. All right. So basically he's saying, hey, I take what I think for real and kind of PC it up for you a little bit. All right. Maybe not PC, but like, you know, we don't take that extra step. You know, like I'll lead you up there and you can make inferences about this or that. We're not going to take you all the way to the top, though, okay? We water it down a little bit to make it a little bit more palatable for a bigger audience there. All right, man. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I think a lot of us do that, right? I mean, I'm not 100% forthcoming with exactly how I feel all the time because a lot of times there's just nothing to gain from a harsh truth, or you don't need to put a thought out there that's messed up, you know, just because, you know, hey, it's messed up and you know it. So, all right, let's go before I get myself in trouble.
Never been one for the fame, it doesn't satisfy. My wicked thoughts, pen verses that I classify. 90% of what you hear from me is watered down. Thoughts of my own because the real need alibis. And not one of you would save me if I get a case. Validation ain't gonna pay or keep my family straight.
Oh, man. Okay, Dax. So, hold on, man.
One of you would save me if I get a case.
Not one of you would save me if I get a case. So your validation basically means nothing. So he's like talking to his fans who are like saying, hey, man, you're amazing. You're great. You're this, you're that. You know, they're validating what he's putting out on the internet. He puts out songs and they're, you know, heaping praise on him, saying this or that. But he knows at the end of the day, you're not saving him from a case, okay? If he gets in trouble, he gets locked up, you're not coming to bail him out, right? So it goes back to what he put at the beginning of this song, that this life is 100% your responsibility. We're not coming to save you. We're not coming to save you, Dax, all right? You know it. We know it. You know, that's the way it is. We can love you all we want. At the end of the day, man, you fuck up, you're on your own, dude. That's how it goes. So that's interesting. I'm liking it.
Thoughts of my own because the real need alibis. And not one of you would save me if I get a case.
Nope.
Your validation ain't gonna pay or keep my family straight.
Nope.
So I don't care about your politics or deep state.
Oh.
I'm glad my music doesn't boost your city's murder rate.
He doesn't care about your politics or your deep state. All right, so he's done with the whole political game. He doesn't give a shit what side of the aisle you're on. Just be happy his music doesn't boost your city's murder rates. All right, so what he's saying is just be happy he's not making the same filth that everybody else is making, and you know, warping kids' heads and causing issues on the streets. All right, just be happy that's not happening. Okay, man.
I don't care about your politics or deep state. Just be glad my music doesn't boost your city's murder rate. I'm groundbreaking, but was never shaken. The proof I paved exists without mainstream validation. The main ones who stream my music don't live in comment sections where the narrative is concentrated.
Oh man. Okay, let's go back here. Let's pull this apart a little bit.
Groundbreaking, but was never shaken.
He was groundbreaking but never shaken. The path he paves.
The path I paved exists without mainstream validation.
The path he paves is without mainstream validation. Okay, so we know he's independent. He doesn't get pushed in the mainstream. You're not hearing Dax on the radio. MTV isn't playing his music videos. I don't think they're playing anybody's music videos anymore. But if this was the 80s, MTV's not playing his music videos, all right? So he's accomplished all this without any mainstream validation. So he has paved this path by himself on his own, him and his fans, all right? And there's other artists that we do on this channel that have very similar stories. Tom McDonald, Samson, people like that. So, you know, it's a hard road, right? Yeah. So, you know, a lot of respect to these guys who are able to accomplish this.
The main ones who stream my music don't live in comment sections where the narrative is concentrated.
The main ones who stream his music, okay, he doesn't have mainstream validation, but the main ones who stream his music aren't located in comment sections. How do you say where the hold on.
The main ones who stream my music don't live in comment sections where the narrative is concentrated.
Doesn't live in comment sections where the narrative is concentrated. All right, so like orange concentrated juice, right? You get like the juice, you have to put water in it. You know, he's saying the narrative is so concentrated in some of these comment sections. It's been prepackaged, right? It's you're towing the company line at that point. So yeah, just heavily saturated in these political narratives. And that's not where you're going to find his fans, though, because his fans aren't, you know, they're free thinkers. They don't care about the mainstreamness of opinions and whatnot. So, all right.
The main ones who stream my music don't live in comment sections where the narrative is concentrated on what I'm making or the lifestyle that I'm portraying that I can't afford and would probably lead to tax evasion.
Oh, okay, hold on.
On what I'm making or the lifestyle that
The narratives aren't concentrated on what I'm making, my lifestyle, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so, no one's in comment sections. Okay. No one's in comment sections, you know, talking about, you know, Dax's Bathing Apes, right? Isn't that a cool brand? The Bathing Apes. That's the only one I can think of off the top of my head. You know, so, okay. All right, man. I like my original better, but all right.
So when you see me rocking Vans in the same jeans and expect more, close your eyes and just use your imagination. Don't live vicariously through me.
Nice. Okay. All right. So, you know, he's a guy. This whole first minute, he's a guy. He's a dude. All right. Doesn't give a shit about the fame. He's not worried about image, his clothing. He just wants to do him the way he wants to do him. He doesn't give a shit whatever anybody else thinks. He's not going to save you. You're not going to save him. We're all responsible for ourselves. All right, we got it. First minute in. Let's go.
More, close your eyes and just use your imagination. Don't live vicariously through me. I shop at Walmart, Target, and the jeans is from Zoomies. The role I model isn't one you gotta follow. I am not an advocate for turning life into a movie.
The role I model. The role I model. All right. Not, you know, not like role model, but the role he models was what? What was it? The role I model is not one that you got to follow. All right, don't follow him. He is not laying a path in front of you for you to follow in his footsteps. Okay, he's just trying to figure shit out like the rest of us. We're just all trying to kind of navigate through life the best way we can with whatever skills we have. And yeah, at the end of the day, the chips are going to fall where they may. So, okay.
And the jeans is from Zoomies. The role I model isn't one you gotta follow. I am not an advocate for turning life into a movie. I'm a real person. And I don't make my fucking music for the circus.
Okay, so I told you, the first minute, he's saying he's just a real guy. He's a regular guy. He's just a dude. All right, I'm a real person. All right, man.
Advocate for turning life into a movie. I'm a real person. And I don't make my fucking music for the circus or the sheep who are pussy and not assertive. Intro versions, climax. When they grab my book, try to read it and do it a disservice. This is a new this is 5 years later, from a rookie to a master, advancement in my vernacular. Truth sucks the fake right out of you. Nobody does it better, and yes, I count Dracula. Smack with the hand of God. My word flips religiously, turn cheeks and improve your cardiovascular.
Oh my lord. Okay, Dax. All right, man. Okay, let's go back. Let's pull this apart. Hold on.
This is 5 years later.
Where we need to come back a little bit more.
For the circus or the sheep who are pussy and not assertive.
All right, music isn't for the circus or the sheep who are pussy and not assertive, right? I mean, what do sheep do? They're just followers. They just, you know, get pushed along in a herd. Okay, and then what does he say here?
My intro versions, climax. When they grab my book, try to read it and do it a disservice.
Intro versions, climax. Okay, they read his book and they're doing it a disservice. So he's saying you can't understand what I'm putting in through the pages. You're just grabbing it, you're looking at it, and you think you understand it, but really your understanding is shallow and it's doing it a disservice. Is how I'm kind of taking that one. My intro versions, climax. When they grab my book, try to read it and do it a
disservice. This is a new chapter. This is 5 years later, from a rookie to a master, advancement in my vernacular.
From a rookie to a master. Hold on. Mastering my vernacular or something like that.
This is 5 years later, from a rookie to a master, advancement in my vernacular.
Advancement in his vernacular. Damn, man. I like it.
It's a new chapter. This is 5 years later, from a rookie to a master, advancement in my vernacular. Bleeds truth, sucks the fake right out of you. No.
Bleeds truth, sucks the fake right out of you. All right. Okay, man.
Nobody does it better, and yes, I count Dracula smacking your.
And yes, I count Dracula. Some nice wordplay going on.
The fake right out of you. Nobody does it better, and yes, I count Dracula smacking you with the hand of God. My word flips, religiously turn cheeks and improve your cardiovascular. Cause
his word flips, biblically turn cheeks. Hold on.
With the hand of God, my word flips, religiously turn cheeks.
His words flip and religiously turns cheeks, right? What do they say? In the Bible, you are, at least in one part of the Bible, it tells you if you get struck on one cheek, offer the other, all right? So turn the other cheek, right? That's where we get that saying from. There's also mentions in the Bible of eye for an eye, though, as well. So what is it? It kind of is situationally dependent, I guess. That's what I love. I know there's kind of going to be a side note here. If Dax watches this, he would probably appreciate it. That's what's great about the Bible. Great about the Bible. This is not how it's supposed to work. So this is kind of, I'm being facetious here. That's what's great about the Bible, though, is you can pick and choose what parts you want to listen to and live your life by and disregard the rest. And there's enough in there that pretty much whatever lifestyle you want to live, there are ways to justify it through the Bible, through biblical texts from many different religions, not just the Bible. So that's a lot of times what people do. They pick and choose these parts out of the Bible that they adhere to, that they listen to. Take men laying down with men, I think is how they word it in the Bible. It's an abomination. So people are saying, you shouldn't be doing that, which, okay, you shouldn't be doing that, whatever. So is eating shellfish and shaving your sideburns in the Bible, yet I don't see people getting hammered in public for eating a shrimp basket with clean sideburns. So, we pick and choose. That's the great thing about that book.
And yes, I count Dracula smacking you with the.
Step off my soapbox now and let Dax continue here.
Sucks the fake right out of you. Nobody does it better, and yes, I count Dracula smacking you with the hand of God. My word flips, religiously turn cheeks and improve your cardiovascular. Cause niggas gotta run my tracks back a mile.
Oh! People have to run his tracks back a mile. All right. So they're out of breath from running his tracks back. You're running a track back, you're playing it again. You're putting it on repeat, you're playing it again. So, nice wordplay, little kind of double there going on. That was nice, Dax.
Improve your cardiovascular, cause niggas gotta run my tracks back a mile. 4 minutes the minimum, less you're Roger Bannister. Wonder when they gon' let the real back. Rhyming poetry, definition of real rap.
Damn straight it is. Rhyming poetry. All right. Yep.
Let the real back. Rhyming poetry, definition of real rap. Storytelling the whole nine.
Yup.
So many lies that.
And I've done a couple of videos where the songs have been literally storytelling songs. And actually Knox Hills Shook Ones from yesterday was a story. There was a story in his lyrics. I love storytelling in songs. And I've done some reactions pointing out the storytelling aspects and how you can follow along from A to B. And, the audience doesn't love that as much. I think that's an old school mindset. I think old school, people who liked old school rap or got in when the genre was still young and evolving, we appreciate that. The people nowadays don't really care for it as much. Like I say, I want a story sometimes. I don't want heavy real life issues all the time. I like it, but not all the time. Sometimes I just want the Three Little Pigs read to me in a rap, you know? So, come on.
Definition of real rap, storytelling the whole nine. I mean that. So many lines that constantly make a fiend crack.
Oh! So many lines, something about making a fiend crack, all right? So many lines, like in his music, but also lines like Coke. Double entendre. Dax's doubles and wordplays, there's just a million in every song. I don't know, I forget the one I did, maybe Still Dre or something like that, where I caught, I don't know, 20, 25 insane doubles and nice little wordplays in that. And then the more I listened to it afterwards, I missed like 30. You know, it's like I actually missed more than I hit. And it's like, you know, every time you listen, there's just another layer to it that you didn't pick up the first time. That's what's great about Dax.
The whole nine, I mean that. So many lines that constantly make a fiend crack. Overdose, lean back. To be major, you have to see flat. Scale your
To be major, you gotta C flat. All right. So now he is going into an entire musical chord, musical note scheme here. All right. Come on, dude.
make a fiend crack. Overdose, lean back. To be major, you have to see flat. Scale your rhymes before the scheme crash.
You have to C flat, scale your rhymes, because so when you do, and like I said in yesterday's video that I uploaded this morning, my son is in guitar. Last night's video, the Easy Mill reaction. My son's in guitar, so, you know, he's learned the notes and the chords and the scales. I forget exactly how the scales work, but it's basically doing the notes A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And then, depending on where you're at, so if you start from D, you go D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Or if you start with C, you go D, E, F, A, B, C, you know, whatever. So it's a, you know, musical scale. So that whole thing is a musical note, chord, scale kind of scheme there. It's nice. Ugh. You know, he's in Canada with more snow bunnies than Vince Carter on with knee pads or something like that, dude. Oh. Oh. Bringing more hits than Muhammad Ali on a speed bag, man. Let's go, Dax. All right, so now you're going to need physical therapy. You need heat pads and ice packs because your knees are messed up. So, you know, saying, hey, everything's right or left, and people saying Dax ain't nice, so, you know, all the division that's going on, and you're either right or you're left. You have to be one or the other. You can't be anything in between. All right, man. Yep. Kamikaze your content. Like, they are willing to destroy themselves to destroy you if it's something they don't agree with. And, you know, yeah, it's insane, man. Look, he's talking about bombs and suicidal suicidal bombings and kamikaze content. Look at the background back here. Look at this mushroom cloud coming up from the back there. Oh, God! Dax, dude, you kill me when you start doing this, man. The wordplay, you know, now he's into a shape scheme, okay? He's rectangle. Keep your circle small, your triangle, like, hold on. Oh, He sees division. They try to angle division. Don't rectangle your prism. All right, man. Nice wordplay there, dude. Nice. Oh. Basically, you know, hey, man, they'll copyright you and they'll call it infringement for, you know, they'll find a way. They'll try to, you know, they use that as a tool, as a weapon against these artists, apparently. So, all right, man.
So when they paragraphs with my life's ascension, my peaks get labeled as total vengeance. My pen is endless.
I mean, that's just all so fucking good, man. His wordplay is insanity at times. It's insane.
My peaks get labeled as total vengeance. My pen is endless, and not to mention I'm demented.
You know, so he went from this math and geometry kind of scheme, right, to now he is into a English or language arts scheme where, you know, periods and paragraph and, you know, so he's giving you a message layered in innuendo, in wordplay, in double entendres about, you know, geometry and English, and it's about his, you know, what he goes through as an artist, what he has to do, how they try to hold him back and give him extra hurdles to jump through and shit. Okay, man.
Labeled as total vengeance. My pen is endless, and not to mention I'm demented. Watch out of beats molested. Chopped into perfect sections, then reflected back in the fuck direction of society that lacks connection. SMS, my text a threat to bill address. These bars collect your internets and web schemes that oppress on buttons that.
Okay, now we're on to internets and, you know, web browsing. The guy's amazing, man. He ain't civil, he's right, or whatever. You know, like civil rights, civil I'm right. He fights. I'm not civil, I write for the people I fight. All right? He's not civil, he writes for the people he fight. I go hard because these songs could be saving a life. All right? For the people I fight. Not for the people he fights, but for the people I fight for. Right? Okay. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Every time he says something, every time he puts out a song, he's acknowledging that there's a chance that it reaches one person who is thinking of doing something awful, and maybe it has them reconsider it, okay, in the moment, or if they're out of alignment, he brings them back together. You know, if they're out of phase, they're messed up, right? Hopefully he could kind of unify this, bring them back to center, and help them be grounded again. You know, and it wouldn't be a ton of people. Let's say 5 million people listen to a song. One or two of them you affect in a positive way. That's huge, man. That's absolutely huge. Let's go. Or committing a crime, yeah. Life's divine. Why waste time inside your mind? You know, and that's a big thing, man. Like, and people are, you know, and I'm not talking from like mental illness aspects, okay, because that's a whole different can of worms. But you know, regular people who are too concerned about appearances, or you know, the things they have to do, or how something might go wrong, or what if this goes wrong, or you know, whatever, you know, you're constantly in your head, you're worried, you're doubting things. It's not productive. Life is divine. Live it. Get out of your head. Quit, like, you know, zombieing yourself through the world, and look around you for a minute, and just realize all the gifts that you actually do have. Like I said, not talking from a mental health aspect, because that's totally different. But if you are healthy and you're just the type of person who is constantly worried about, you know, things, or how people view you or look at you, or what your boss is going to say to you today, or what's going to happen at work, or what you're going to eat next week, or what are you going to do about this or that, get out of your head. You know, not completely, but every now and again, just step out, take a look around, live your life for a minute. You know, don't be always in here thinking about the next steps. Be aware of your surroundings. That's, you know, beautiful. Oh. Climb to heights so high that you might have to fly. All right. So basically, if you keep pushing to get to the top of whatever, to reach a goal, do whatever, you might find yourself so high that you're flying now. All right. So an example, he probably made music, didn't get anywhere, made more music, didn't really get anywhere, made some music, made a little bit of money off it, but not really what he thought. Started building an audience, reaching up there. Now he's getting comfortable. Now he's doing well. Now a lot of people know him. He's at the top of this mountain. Now he's flying. He's soaring through the clouds. All right. He is just taken off. So that's a beautiful way to end it, man. Hell of a version of Shook Ones. I think him and Knox both did their versions justice. Hard to really compare the two, because they're kind of two different. It's the same shared beat, but two kind of different songs, two different approaches, and I appreciate them both for sure. Jax did an amazing job, though, as usual. What else do you expect from the guy? But anyway, that'll do it. That'll be the reaction. Middle-aged white guy is out. Peace.